initial velocity, there are three kinematic equations. Okay, we are going to prove one by one. Okay, initial velocity is u. Suppose one motion we are studying here. First kinematic equation v equal to u plus at we are going to derive. Initially, the graph, one motion, the graph is like this. At point D, a car is traveling with velocity u, any vehicle. Now slowly, now time you started counting time. So time also increasing and velocity also increasing. It stopped at point B. Okay. So in time t, it covered this much distance. Velocity changes from u to v. This point is C. Okay. So to derive this, we'll draw perpendicular. From B, this point is E. From U, is D point A. And CB joint. So there are two rectangles. So AB equal to CD, AE equal to OD, and OE is T, AD is T. Understanding? Just so initial velocity is OD is U. The car starting at initial speed U. Final velocity is V, OC. Means reading 10, 20, 30. You plot graph like this now. And at this point, with time also. Okay, two axis, two dimension. Acceleration is always change in velocity upon time. That is v minus u, final velocity minus initial velocity upon time. V minus u upon t. V is your OC. U is OD distance. So OC minus OD upon t. But OC minus OD is your CD. CD upon t. CD upon t is acceleration, will cross multiply CD equal to AT. Okay. Now BE is AB plus AE, linearity. BE is AB plus AE. But BE is OC. BE is OC, opposite sides of rectangle, congruent. AB is CD. Here AB is CD. And AE is OD. We have taken opposite sides. Here B is OC, opposite side, AB is CD and AE is OD. But OC is nothing but V, final velocity. CD is nothing but A into T, CD is 80, already proved. And OD, U, initial velocity. Just we are writing like this, V is equal to U plus 80. This is velocity time relation. Getting? First derivation we have proved. First kinematic equation, velocity time relation. The question they may ask, prove velocity time relation. You have to write with diagram, explain. Full derivation is important. Understand? And one of the kinematic derivation 100% comes. Understood? Very important. Watch again and again. Write down. We'll go ahead with next. Okay. Now second kinematic equation we are going to derive. That is second kinematic equation is S equal to ut plus half at square. That is also called displacement time relation. The question may come right, prove displacement time relation. The figure is same. You have to draw the figure again. First kinematic, second kinematic, third kinematic. We are going to prove graphically with same figure. Okay, the same figure. Now distance traveled, you know, it is area of the graph. Area under the graph, this line. Getting? It is made up of one triangle and one rectangle. It is actually trapezium, but we will go step by step. So distance traveled by area of quadrilateral ODBE. ODBE. Understanding that we will divide into two regions, rectangle and triangle. Rectangle ODAE and plus triangle ABD. ODAE, rectangle and ABD. Area of rectangle is length into breadth. Right? Length is T, breadth is U, whatever. U into T. OD into OE plus half, area of triangle is half base into height. base is AD, that is T, height is AB, AB is actually V minus U CD, and CD equal to AT we have already proved in the relation. So OD into U into T plus half into T into AB is CD, opposite sides of rectangle, and that is 80 we have already proved. 80 into T is 80 square, half 80 square. So S displacement equal to UT plus half 80 square. Proved the relation. Understood? Very important question for exam. Do carefully. Understand carefully. Your presentation must be good. There are 3 derivations on same figure, but any one can come, or may all the 3 can come. You should be ready with. Okay? Any doubt? You can ask me. We'll go on with next. And the third kinematic equation. Okay? V square equal to U square plus 2s. It is also called displacement velocity relation. In this case, time is not there. Okay? So these all the 3 kinematic equations are important for numerical. Okay? Solving numerical, you must be thorough with all the formula. See, displacement, total distance traveled, is area of quadrilateral. Okay, ODBE. That is nothing but a trapezium. But this time we are using formula of trapezium. Last year you had trapezium. Area of trapezium is half sum of parallel side into height. So half. OD and BE are parallel sides and OE is height. So OD plus BE, sum of parallel sides into height is OE. Okay, OD is nothing but U, and BE is nothing but V, U plus V, V plus C, whatever. OE is nothing but a T, our time. Okay, now what you know? Acceleration is V minus U upon T, we have already seen. So T we will put here, A we will put down, T equal to V minus U upon A, because we don't want time in this relation. So for T, we are putting V minus U upon A. So 2a denominator. Numerator V plus U, V minus U. Identity A plus B A minus D is S square minus D square. So V plus U, V minus U is V square minus U square. 2a we are shifting here. So V square minus U square equal to 2as. Minus U square shifting this side will become plus U square. V square equal to U square plus 2as. This is displacement velocity relation. Third kinematical equation. Understood? We'll go ahead. Okay. Now I am explaining uniform circular motion. What is uniform circular motion? It has constant speed in circular path. Okay? Whatever, some Taiwan bob toasting, the force is given from center. Then it goes like this. The direction of force is towards the center. Okay? But speed has no direction, scalar quantity. But velocity has direction. At this point has velocity in this direction. That is called tangential direction. Perpendicular means. At this point this is. Because if string cuts here, it will go, the bob will go in this direction. Understanding? That is the direction. So direction changes at every point. How many points on circle? Infinite. Right? So direction changes at every point. Direction of velocity is tangential. So speed is constant but direction changes. So velocity changes. We have seen velocity can be changed by either keeping speed constant or changing direction, or either changing speed, direction constant. Understanding? Or by changing both. So here speed is constant, direction changing, so velocity is changing. Understanding? So constant speed, circular path. So velocity changing velocity means there is acceleration. Change in velocity means acceleration, and it moves with a force. Force produces centripetal force, necessary to produce circular motion, right? So force means acceleration. Hence, this motion is accelerated motion. This can come for explanation, give reason. Why is UCM considered accelerated motion? Understood the answer? Because velocity changes, so acceleration is present. And force, centripetal force. So this motion is accelerated motion. Understood? Any doubt? Ask me. We'll go ahead to Newton's law. So Newton's first law of motion. Okay. It is also called law of inertia. What is inertia? It is tendency of a body to maintain its state of rest or of uniform motion. Heavy objects don't move easily. It has tendency to rest. This board is here. If I lock the room and go out, coming after 15 days, it will be here only due to its heaviness. Small paper may fly off due to wind. Okay? Because less inertia. Heavy bodies, higher inertia. Getting? Inertia you experience while traveling in a bus. If bus starts at once, you fall back. Why? Your inertia. Or because you are used to that. It is a uniform motion. Body's state of rest is uniform motion. Or bus is moving and suddenly brakes are applied. You fall forward. Why? Your inertia. Because your body was used to go ahead. But your leg stopped. Yeah, this you experience if you are standing, of course. But in a car also experience. When the car turns left, you fall to right. Inertia. Understanding? If car turns right, you fall to left. Inertia, directional inertia. Understanding? Okay. So the law, Newton wrote his first law. You have to learn word to word. Okay? See, the object continues its state of rest or of uniform motion in a straight line unless acted upon by external unbalanced force. If I apply force to this board, it will move, of course. But if I don't apply any force, unbalanced force, getting balanced force and unbalanced force are different. Getting balanced force, 10 Newton from this side, 10 Newton from this side, they can deform the object. They cannot produce motion, cannot produce acceleration. Understanding? Unbalanced, tack, you throw a ball. Yeah, motion with acceleration. Understanding? This is the difference. Unbalanced force can produce motion, balanced force do not produce motion. Equal and opposite. Getting? It can deform, it can crush the object if forces are sufficiently strong. Getting it? This wall, if I nothing will happen to wall. My hand force is not sufficiently strong. Getting? Okay. So this is law, you have to learn word to word. Unless external force is applied, it is not going to move. State Newton's first law of motion, important question for your exam. Understanding? It may come by changing a state law of inertia. You have to write first law only. Understanding? Easy? We'll go ahead. Okay. Newton's second law of motion. Very important law. This is law of force. The force equation is developed from this law. Understand? Write properly from textbook. I am just explaining you the law. Newton said the rate of change of momentum. What is this momentum? Momentum is a product of mass and velocity. Understanding? Mass and velocity. So if both are high momentum. If both are low momentum. One thing should be high. Okay, momentum. I am explaining you. And that moment, change of momentum is proportional to the impressed force and takes place in the direction of force. Right? Suppose how mass and velocity depend, and this product is momentum, quantity of motion. Suppose two bullets are given to two soldiers. Okay, first soldier put in the gun and fired on the wall. Second will just throw on the wall with hard force, whatever. But which bullet will penetrate deeper? The one by gun, because gun has given him more velocity, that bullet. And the hand thrown velocity won't be much. So momentum less. Mass also depends. Suppose two friends, one from cycle, one from truck. They are going with the same velocity, talking each other. Hi friend, how are you? Just the one cycle. And both, they smashed one person each. Which will be injured more? Because both are moving with the same velocity. By truck, because the mass of truck was more. Very much more than cyclist. Cyclist, so that person nothing will happen. Oh, just like that. Though the velocity is same, but the mass of truck was more. So mass and velocity product, momentum, and that change in momentum is force. Rate of change. Getting with a great force and a fast force. So rate of change of momentum is first change in momentum is final momentum minus initial momentum. Final momentum mass into final velocity v minus mass into initial velocity u. mv minus mu, and a rate means upon time t. Mass is same. M if you take common in bracket v minus u upon t. And we derived what is v minus u upon t? Acceleration. M into just ma. But this is rate of change of momentum. What Newton said is proportional to the impressed force. So F force is proportional to ma. Okay, we will put some constant. So F equal to k ma. But k is 1, constant of proportionality. Later found its unity 1. If k is 1 into ma is ma. F equal to ma. This is the force equation. The question may come derive force equation. You have to derive this equation only. Write properly. Proper statement from textbook. Understood? We will go ahead with the next. Newton's third law. Newton's third law of motion. To every action has equal and opposite force of reaction. They act simultaneously. You must be experiencing your favorite law. Action reaction fast at a time. Getting to every action you get reaction. Hit a wall. Slow reaction from wall. Fast, harder hit to hand. Right? So equal and opposite reaction. Okay. Last test, they are equal and opposite forces, right? I told you balanced forces, they cancel each other. Okay. Because they are equal and opposite because they are on the same object. Right? The same table. One is pushing you at 10 Newton, another is pushing from exactly opposite side 10 Newton. The table will not move because the forces are balanced. But action and reaction, they don't cancel each other. Why? Because action, they are not on the same body. Action on second body. Reaction is that body's reaction on your body. Understanding? Hand, its first body hitting wall. Now wall giving reaction to hand. So action and reaction, they are not on the same object. So they don't cancel each other. Understanding? They are unlike balance forces. This is the difference between balance forces and action reaction. Simple. So while swimming, you must have experienced. You push water and you go forward. Right? Harder you push, you go faster. You get reaction from water. Action to water you give. You get reaction from water. Rocket through jet you see gases exhausting. Same like swimming. Pushes air pushes rocket. Understood? Bullet fire. And when bullet fired from gun, the gun recoils. Action reaction. Understanding? In this, momentum is conserved. That I am explaining the law of conservation of momentum. Getting? Initial momentum is equal to final momentum. Getting? This now just you understood action reaction forces. Okay. Law of conservation of momentum. Simple law. Total momentum before collision is equal to total momentum after collision. When two bodies collide, total momentum before collision, impact, is equal to total momentum after impact. Okay. See this body, two bodies are there. This is M1. The mass of this body is M1, this body is M2. They are coming towards each other. This velocity is U1, this velocity is U2. Coming, collided. Equal force, what are the same force? Getting? On each. After. Now the velocity after collision, this is before collision. After collision, this will go in this direction. Now this direction, both the direction and this another object will go in that direction. This is final velocity. Initial velocity U1, final velocity V1. For the second object, initial velocity U2, final velocity V2. After collision, 1. Getting? Elastic collision this is. Okay? See. So I am deriving the relationship. The force is equal but in opposite direction. So force F2 is equal to minus F1. Understanding? Okay. F force equation we have derived right now. F is equal to ma. So F2 equal to m2a2. M2 and this is exerting force F2. And a minus F1 is m1a1. Okay. Acceleration formula V minus U upon T. So A2 is V2 minus U2 upon T. A1 is V1 minus U1 upon T. T same denominator cutting. I am just opening M2 V2 minus M2 U2 is equal to minus M1 V1 minus plus M1 U1. Minus M1 V1 I am shifting this side becomes plus. M1 V1 plus M2 V2 is equal to M1 U1 minus shifting that side M2 U2. So M1 V1 final momentum of first of body. M2 V2 final momentum of second body. M1 U1 initial momentum of first body. M2 U2 initial momentum of second body. So this is total initial momentum, total final momentum proved. Verify. Okay. Prove the law of conservation of momentum. Just write. In textbook this figure is not given. I have given to explain you, to make you understand. Textbook just written body of mass M1 moving towards another body of mass M2. Okay. See. Very simple. Understood? Very easy. So, chapter is over. So, in my next video, we will solve exercise. I will help you in solving numericals. And solving exercise, how to write answers. That in the end, first, initially, you should understand first. Understand thoroughly. Read chapter thoroughly. That is very important. Okay, without understanding, you just can't write proper answers. Understanding? So if you like this, you give like, share, subscribe, and press the bell icon to get new notification. Also, if you want more practice, you want private lecture, one-to-one lecture, online lecture. For more practice, you give me call. Getting? Everything can be finalized. Okay? No need to go out of. At home you will get the full service. Okay? Be safe at home, stay home. Chalo. See you in the next video. Bye.